Ladies and gentlemen, I'll have a live stream at 8 p.m. Pacific tonight. Be here. We're going to talk about this and a lot of other topics every day at 8:30 and 11:30 a.m. Pacific. I will have videos. Be here tomorrow at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., and 11:30 a.m. And in a couple of hours, about 3 hours at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, I'll have a video. So please go ahead, watch the channel every morning, including later today or later this morning as well. Newsweek, Obama Democrats don't want Biden to run in 24. This is a Newsweek article, okay? This is a Newsweek article. There are other articles talking about Biden and Obama having a tumultuous or troubled relationship. The reason that former President Obama does not want Biden to run is because of the classified data scandal. It's not good for Obama's legacy. President Obama has a foreign policy, economic policy, domestic policy legacy that Biden is now tarnishing, okay? The classified records that are in the University of Delaware that have been perhaps, according to the New York Post, because there are New York Post articles talking about Hunter's emails, and Ted Cruz has been talking about this in Congress, and James Comer and Jim Jordan. Part of the emails that Hunter and Joe and everyone around them sent to business associates or billionaires, corporations around the world to acquire money had repackaged, summarized, reformulated, classified data notes. So it was like a Cliff Notes version of classified data according to the New York Post and Ted Cruz. So you have Ted Cruz here, we can look it up. Ted Cruz talking about, hey, Hunter didn't write that himself. So Cruz suggests FBI search Hunter's home for classified documents. This is The Hill. There are other articles talking about Ted Cruz saying, hey, wait a second. Hunter Biden didn't write those things. He had to have obtained that classified information from Joe. So that's just one example. Then you have potential knowledge of any criminal behavior. Oh, a private server maybe. Hillary's private server. I think Hillary Clinton will be the 24 nominee for the Democrats. Obviously, former President Trump will be a 24 nominee for the Republican Party. I'm just laughing because I'm like, yeah, well, obviously, not going to be the 24 nominee for the Republican Party. Although if you had never Trumpers decide the nomination, maybe. But Hillary could actually become president if you have Arizona and Georgia Republican parties turn their back on Trump. And I think that if he can forge some kind of union or detente or agreement or peace deal or olive branch, if Trump can form some kind of alliance with the never-Trumpers at the state level in Arizona and Georgia, he's unstoppable. He would be unstoppable, but never-Trump Republicans revere media coverage. They think if they could just be a good Republican, then media will be nice. But media has a template, a rubric, a roadmap, a game plan regarding Trump now. You will never have one of those reports on Paul Ryan lifting weights, okay, like they had in 2012. Everything will be apoplectic, hysterical, sensationalized. Oh my God, a Republican wants to devour the universe, and this next Republican is even worse than Trump, makes Trump look like a Democrat. Oh my God. So the game plan is make anyone who's a threat to the Democratic Party as a monster, an authoritarian, somebody who will devour the entire planet, goodness, democracy, decency. Okay, so all the apoplectic and hysterical coverage of Trump is not because Trump is like this evil madman. It's because his economic policies worked and his foreign policy worked. He was a very good president. Do I think he should, go after, say things about Rihanna or, go, have beef with celebrities or athletes. No, I don't. It takes away from his accomplishments. But he's the only president we've had in recent memory that didn't revere intel agencies, that didn't worship media, that didn't bow to multilateral non-governmental organizations, alliances, whatever. So he's his own man. One thing you could say about Trump, he's his own man. He doesn't need politics. Joe and Hunter and Bill and Hillary, they all need politics. Difference is that Bill and Hillary, they can circumvent criminal conduct or consequences. Biden cannot. And President Obama knows this. So, like I said, getting back to the Hillary Clinton server, and again, I think she'll be the nominee in 24, but he knows that Biden knows President Obama allowed Clinton's servers. He knows this. It's almost certain that these were secret, hidden servers, but President Obama knew. So I wrote a Daily Caller article on that. There was a campaign email where Cheryl Mills, I believe, stated, oh yeah, the president knows. So, and you have to understand, the truth about the Democratic Party is a plot by the Kremlin to inform you of how corrupt Democrats are, thus pushing you towards Trump. Just take the absurd, stupid propaganda ploy and spin what is now viewed as gospel for people who don't actually have basic logic or critical thinking or reasoning skills. So the DNC emails were infiltrated, but the Kremlin didn't infiltrate Clinton's servers with top secret intel, but the DNC was infiltrated, yes, to inform you that Bernie Sanders, the Democratic Socialist Bernie, was cheated. And of course, therefore, he was cheated, and that will make you vote for Trump. And so that's a plot by another country. Okay, you have to be a complete imbecile to believe this, but a lot of really smart people believe it. And there's no evidence of it, other than a lot of really smart people said that it happened. Just like the spy balloons. A spy balloon happened under Trump. Well, how do you know? Well, because it's been reported. Well, did you read the reports? It's been a report. The Biden's intelligence agencies have said that there were spy balloons in Trump's administration. It's all relative, really. Well, we actually see this one traverse the entire country, taking photos and tracking people and whatever. And there's UFOs being downed all the time. When did that happen under Trump? Actually, it happened, but nobody knew. That's how inept Trump's intel people were. There's no evidence. This is coming from the people who are obsessed about information that misinforms, while they disseminate information that misinforms all the time. They lie all the time, and then they react in utter indignation when there's Trump says something that embellishes the truth. Oh my God, a post-truth moment. That's why 70% of Americans don't trust media, because they know. People understand what's going on. So, media is an extension of the Democratic Party, the way Twitter was an extension of the Democratic Party. Twitter did break First Amendment laws because government agencies did get involved in silencing criticism, Republican or conservative or Trump-supporting accounts, or Trump himself. But anyway, President Obama does not want, this is a Newsweek article, but there's other articles talking about, Obama and Biden at odds. Okay, the FBI issue with Biden helps Trump, Hillary Clinton, and former President Obama. Okay. It wasn't Trump that sent the FBI. Okay. Because they're after him all the time. They're, in many ways, an extension of the Democratic Party. But it very likely wasn't a note from Hillary Clinton or a note from President Obama. But Clinton and President Obama represent part of the Democratic Party that perhaps wants Biden to just simply resign and, anoint Madam Secretary as the 24 nominee. Because she knows how to handle scandal a lot better than Biden, who has Hunter, and once they impeach Biden, the Pandora's box of all the information will be out there. So that'll ruin President Obama's legacy. Basically, Biden knows too much about any criminal or possible corrupt behavior that took place under President Obama's administration, and he's embroiled within his own scandals with Hunter and a whole bunch of other things. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Be here at 11:30 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, every morning. I don't know why I took about 2 weeks off or a week off from doing like the whole every morning thing. I don't know why. Okay, but that was a mistake, and people really liked it. And, I got emails saying, hey, why don't you start doing the morning segments again? What's wrong with you? Anyway, so I'm going to continue 8:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. Pacific every single morning forever on this channel. Thank you.